You're listening to Off the Vine with Kaitlyn Bristowe.
Okay, you guys, I feel like this is just one of those episodes where you're either going to feel very seen or very called out. Today we have back on the podcast, comedian, podcaster, honestly, one of the most honest voices in the dating space, Freid. He's back on tour right now, Table for One tour. He's also about to release his debut book, Walking Red Flag, which is exactly what it sounds like. Just a brutally honest, but actually helpful guide to modern dating. So we talk about red flags, who he's dating, why people are so bad at communicating, how to meet people in real life again, but also why being single might actually be the best thing you can be right now, even though he's not. Liar! I'm just going to ask him everything you guys want to know. So let's get into it with Freid.
Like I have this book coming out, and all I can think about is like, I kind of had this moment just now before I came here of like, I'm pushing it. I want people to read it. I think it's a laugh every page.
Yeah, I love
so
that.
like, would someone like to laugh every page of a book?
I would.
I made the attempt to make you laugh every page of a book.
Okay.
So that's good.
Yes. I'm proud of you.
Thank you. Writing a book was not something I saw for myself. I've never even read a book. Like, I'm like...
I've never even read a book.
You've written a book.
No, I haven't.
You didn't do a book?
No.
I felt like you would have done a book.
I know I seem like I'm in that world where that would be the natural next progression for me to do as a book, but I have not.
Don't do it.
Okay.
It's a horrific process.
I've heard it's tough.
It's tough. And you know what was tough about it is it's a dating book. It's a dating advice book.
Yeah.
I'm giving perspective of my opinions on dating, and the premise is that my opinions on dating on every step of the process from getting dumped to being dumped again.
Yeah.
That's all the book is about, because that's all I know. Getting dumped to being dumped again. I only know.
Have you always been the dumpy?
I'm a dumper.
Oh, you're a dumper.
I end things before the next step.
Is that like a I'd quit before I get fired move?
Yeah. Well, no. No, I'm sorry to interrupt. I got ahead of you. I'm sorry to the commenters. I got ahead of Kaitlyn. No, it's a I quit before I have to find out what happens next. And I think a lot of men do this where they end things before the next step. And this is what the book's about. I use the word I try to say I.
Yes.
But I am like, I'm within 10% of any guy you've ever dated.
Okay.
So if you read this book, you're going to get answers from me that will answer questions to get you inside the mind of any red flag you've ever dated. If you want closure from a relationship from 5 years ago, why did he end it 5 minutes before we were supposed to be?
You got an answer for that.
I got an answer for that because I have an answer for myself and my own feelings. So that was like the whole point of the book is like, let me talk about dating in a vulnerable, honest way, and not in an accusatory way, not in a mean way. And that's something I've done forever. Like when we talk about dating on You Up, it's very rational. We try to have fun with the subject. We try to make fun of it and make you laugh. But at the same time, there's no hot take. Like I would never tell someone coffee dates are stupid. Like coffee dates are good for some, better for others, worse for some, worse for others. Coffee dates can feel like a step down. I can understand why that would feel like that. But
people think this?
Yeah, I think
I love a coffee date.
I love a coffee date. I think a wine bar with a coffee option is the ultimate first date spot.
Yeah.
There's a place down in the West Village that I love. I think is the best date spot.
I bet you I have it written down.
Every woman has a list of places. I mean, I can't believe I'm forgetting the name because I just haven't been there in a minute.
Well, I'm going to look up my list.
Look up your list. I will tell you mine if you tell me yours. St. Jardim.
Oh.
St. Jardim, to me, is a perfect date spot. And there's even a place down the street that's as good and not as busy called, let me do St. Jardim. This is great radio. St. Jardim, and then I would also say down the street, it's next to Fedora.
Is it called Buvette?
Not Bavette. I like Bavette. Bavette is also a great spot for a date.
Okay. What about Dante's?
Dante's is a good spot, tough to sit. They never have seating, and they don't have a bar scene. There's no real walk-in, and they're a coffee place. I know Dante opened a coffee place that might be better.
Okay.
But the one on Hudson in the West Village is not a tough place for a date because it's just tough to like keep it casual. But I'm saying like, any other place?
Well, have you ever had the Elk for coffee?
I love the Elk. I love the people at the Elk.
Do you know that my girlfriend
Christine
from Vancouver opened it?
Really?
Yes.
I've met her. I used to hang at the Elk all the time.
Really?
When I first moved to the West Village.
Claire? Sweet little Asian?
Yeah.
Yeah. Her dog's name is Tofu, but
I've
RIP.
met Claire. She's very nice. I love what the Elk does. The Elk is like a picture perfect. That's what Sarah Jessica Parker promised young women would get when they moved to New York City. That is the Sex and the City dream. Yeah. And Christine, who works there, is wonderful. I've been going in there since I moved to the West Village. That's a great place because it's like you can pick up a coffee and then take a walk. Like, there's nothing wrong with that date. Like, and there's so much talk about, there's so much negativity in dating and like what to do and that's wrong and that's right. It's like, I can plan a $7 date that both people really enjoy.
Yeah.
Anyone can.
Do you find that dating now in Florida is different from New York?
The problem with Florida, when I moved down there, I was single. I'm now in a relationship.
You are?
I am. Thank you.
Look at you.
That's right.
Oh.
Sorry, ladies. I'm off the market. It's over.
For everybody.
Sad day for the women of America.
It really is.
Sorry. I know you guys were a little moist when I was talking about date spots.
As soon as you said you could figure out a $7 date, I was really slipping off my chair.
I know that's what does it to the ladies. Oh, a cheap date? Yeah, I'm very happy. But when I moved to Florida, the problem with Florida dating, everyone had a story.
Oh.
Everyone had a horrific story that you didn't know, or not horrific, but like the difference between New York and Florida. In New York, people were trying to do something, and in Florida, something had happened. So, so it's like, why'd you move here? Especially 41, I was dating women probably 27 to 42, around that age. And they would, well, I moved here because here's what happened.
Yeah.
And New York, and especially this is when people talk about like the disposability. Well, if you're here in New York to meet, if your only reason for being in New York is to meet someone, you're spending a lot of money to meet someone.
Yeah.
So most people move to New York because they're looking for the career. They're trying to find what makes them sprint.
Yeah.
And if you're here just looking for a partner, that's why it can be exhausting for someone living in New York, because you can find a partner in any other place without the cost and without being someone's second choice. Because I was in New York dating. I'm here to be a comedian. I'm here to, I'm here to be, grow my comedy and get better at stand up and go on the road from here. And then once I was like getting that done, like then
you can go to Florida and then still continue to do it on the road.
Right. That's kind of the thinking. That's why I moved.
Your parents live in Florida?
They live in Boca.
Do you love being closer to them? Because I know you're close.
I do love, I have fun. They are a sitcom episode. Like it is, they live in a country club.
Yeah.
It's sushi night every Friday. I go there and get to hear about how thin or fat I've gotten. And then I leave.
And your girlfriend's met them?
So she lives in Philly and
she lives in Philly.
Yeah, we dated.
Go Birds.
Go Birds. We dated 2.5 years ago, almost 3 years ago, and I couldn't get to the next step and I ended it. And then we didn't speak.
And she forgave you.
You know what? When I ended it, she understood. She was like I wrote about her in the book.
Oh.
That's the weirdest part, is that
before you even got back together with her, you wrote about her in the book.
Yeah. So over the course of when we were broken up, I was writing this book. She knew about the book that was like, it was being proposed at the time. And then I was writing about, one of the parts of the book at the end is like about, I've been dumped and like, do I call them back or do I let it be? And I talked about different women in my life, some that called me back and some that let me be. And she was the one that let me be. Huh. And I remember her saying like, listen, you have my number. And then we kind of walked away from each other. I remember it was the West Village. I can remember the street corner. I remember, and then I remember ending it and thinking like that was either what I needed to do or it's like a horrible mistake. And then over the course of the next couple of years, I would see her looking at my Instagram story and take more away from that than that meant, know?
Or was it exactly what you thought it was?
Right. I don't know. I just felt, I was like, I was like in Australia thinking about her. Like I was and like having moments of like, and I didn't want to reach out because like, again, because I'm in this space of dating and relationships. I know, and I'm also 40, 41, 40 at the time. Do I want to mess with this person? My greatest fear with it was like go back and then feel the same way, indifferent.
Right.
Or feel not sure.
But that's not happening.
So then I'd always like be like, well, if I get to this point, I'll text her. If I'm still thinking about it, I'll text her. And I was going to have a show in Philadelphia and it was the week before and I got a text from her. Hey, do you want to get coffee? I know this is out of the blue. I keep getting your sponsored ads, your promoted posts.
The world will not let you out of my sight.
No, right. Can you imagine? That's like hell.
Oh, I immediately hit, don't ever show me this again.
Right.
There was a button for that. See, she didn't press that button.
No. So then I had my show and then I was like, let's meet after the next morning.
Yeah.
And we got coffee and I remember just being like, she just seemed so happy. Like she had like a brightness and I was like, there's this fear of like, I don't want to mess that up.
Yeah.
I don't want to be this person's problem.
Yeah.
But I was also like, what, you've thought about this.
Yeah.
I wasn't
right.
bullshitting. So that's kind of how we.
Well, and you have a different lightness about you. What's going on?
Well, I don't know. Girlfriend.
Are you still not drinking?
I haven't drank in like a year.
I'm so proud of you.
That's okay. Thank you.
It's okay.
I took a month off and then
it turned into a year.
It wasn't because I was like, yeah, and I'm happy with the way I did it.
Yeah.
And it's been, I always say I'll drink again.
Yeah.
Just because I like drinking.
Me too. We love a martini.
I love a martini, and I like. Sometimes I'll see it. There's a bar near me in Florida where it's like a dive, and I'm like, I can feel like my body move towards it.
Yeah,
that might be called alcoholism, but that might also be called. I kind of have this. I keep saying I got to drink in Del Rey. I got to see what it's like, and I just haven't done it. Well, and part of it was like, when I was with my dad, we're playing golf, and this was a year ago.
Yeah.
And he's like, what would make you happier? And I'm like, okay, what sitcom Danny Tanner thing are you trying to do right now?
Was he wearing a sweater?
He's in a sweater. Ugly sweater.
Yeah.
The music started.
Yeah.
We're playing golf. He's like, what would make Jared happier? And I was like, I think if I took a month off just to see that I could do it.
I do this, yeah.
Right. You got to make sure. You got to check in with yourself. And then I went, I was like, well, but I have Rochester coming up. And I'm like, I got to drink in Rochester. It's a horrible place.
Yeah.
I love Rochester. I love the shows there. Yeah. And then I'm like, and I got Nashville coming up.
Yeah. Oh,
I got to drink in Nashville. It's the most fun place in the world.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, well, if I'm saying that I got to drink when it's not fun and when it's fun, maybe I need a month.
Right.
And I had this wedding that was like May 9th. And I was like, okay, once I get to the wedding, and a little bit, now thinking back, I'm like, I keep thinking of this other girl that I ended things with, and maybe it's the alcohol, maybe it's that, maybe it's all mixed together. Maybe the alcohol once I remove that, and I got to the wedding, and I was like, you know what, I can keep it going. Yeah. And then I got to like there was like the Friday night. Everyone gets their thing. I was like, man, I'll keep it going till the wedding. And then the wedding, I was like, I don't really need it.
Yeah. I feel like that happens. I've gotten to that point too, where I'm like, I'm going to take a month off. And I was like, I don't know, I'm just going to keep going. Now I haven't taken a month off in quite a minute, but I have completely changed my relationship with alcohol.
Yeah.
And it's very hard to do in New York City.
Oh my God. Well, not living here helps.
Totally.
The one thing that made me stick with it.
Yeah.
And this is just the sleep. And that's
the
sleep is really, I like waking up. This is like the most 41-year-old speech ever. I like my mornings. I like waking up. I like the
you wear an Oura ring?
No,
okay.
No.
Just a Rolex?
No, not even a Rolex. This watch.
It's nice.
I get more comments on this watch.
It's beautiful.
Plug City. I know they're not a sponsor. I'd love a free watch if they'll give me one.
Wait, did we talk about these watches last time you were on my podcast?
Maybe I did. Mr. Eatwell?
I don't know. I just remember.
No, Swatch.
Swatch.
I'm a big swatch guy because they were $100 a piece, and you could get
nice.
different ones and change them up. And then this Mr. Eat Well thing came up on my sponsor, and it kept hitting me. And they're like pretty well. It's like a $350 watch. You would think it's like $1,000. It looks really nice.
It looks expensive.
It looks expensive. It is not, and
which is even better.
And it's got some. I'm a colorful guy. I like a little color,
a little
pop, right?
A little pop. But I hear what you're saying on the sleep thing because my Aura Ring like keeps me dialed. Because if I have a bad sleep, I'm like, well, I'm not doing what I did last night. But here's my problem: is alcohol doesn't really affect me the next morning. It's bizarre.
You don't get hungover. That's like a magic power that can be like like a curse.
It is a curse because then when I go out in New York, which is apparently all the time now, I'm like, sure, well, I'll drink. I don't get hungover.
Right.
I don't like getting drunk. I like
a buzz.
Drink. I like feeling wee.
No, it's the full body. That's why martini's so good.
Yes.
Martini. When you have a martini and you get done with it, like I honestly, if I drank again, give me one martini and then just keep filling martini glasses with ice water and olives.
Totally.
And just keep them coming.
Totally. I can
and
never
I'll
have
pay.
one. Yeah, I'll pay.
I'll give you give me half price.
Wow.
I would go half price if you. I think in this era of like, because bars are struggling right now.
Real estate.
Right.
At the bar, so you gotta pay some.
That's my biggest thing with I like being at a bar.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to screw over the bartenders. I know a lot of people who do bartender and service industry people, and I'm like, just charge me half.
Yeah. And fill it up with water.
Fill it up with water. Like a non-alc beer, I really do enjoy. I've been enjoying that.
They taste so refreshing.
They're good.
Yeah, and then you don't feel like shit after.
And
beer makes me feel like shit.
I get out of it.
What do you mean?
I like the hand to mouth.
And like just the feeling of like the sparkly.
Yeah.
I
get the ooze.
Yeah,
the bar ooze.
Yeah,
and and then I was not drinking, and my dad goes, I thought I'd kill two birds with one stone. It's nice that you stopped drinking, but I thought you'd lose some weight.
He did not.
I swear to God, when he said I thought I'd kill two birds
that is
with
not
one
a Danny
stone.
Tanner thing to say.
No, he's Danny Tanner's evil cousin.
That's so funny.
It's crazy. So that's what I'm talking about on my stand-up is my dad offering me his Ozempic.
Does he offer you his Ozempic?
That's how it all started. We were at dinner and he goes, "Take my week."
And did you?
No.
Oh, okay.
And now I'm on it.
Oh, you are?
I'm on it now.
You're on the vitamin O.
Love it.
You do?
I would have been on it a year before if my dad didn't offer it to me.
Oh.
I was so insulted.
Oh. You're like, I'll show him.
Well, it's like not even I'll show him. It's like, I don't think that I'm like embarrassing myself leaving the house.
Right.
When you're offered it, like what do you think of? Like, did you think it was crazy I would even leave this way? Like, do you know what I mean?
Take mine for a week, son.
Please. Look at you.
Oh my God.
You need it. Right? I don't want to be told I need it. And then I got on it. I am just such a fan. You know why I got on it?
Tell me.
Two people convinced me.
Your dad?
No, my dad. Him. Ben Soffer, Boy with No Job.
Yeah.
He talked about it in a way that I'd never heard someone talk about it.
Okay.
He was talking about it in a very like lifestyle way.
Okay.
Not in a everyone talks about it in a vanity way.
Yeah.
And then my dad's friend Al Horowitz is an older man.
Yeah.
Older. And he's like, it's the best drug I've ever taken.
Really?
And he's not like getting ready for spring break. This is like Al Horowitz, old man. But he used to run marathons and he's been a healthy guy his whole life. My dad's been friends with him a long time.
Yeah.
We all played golf together and he's like, it's the best drug I've ever taken. And I'm like, why? I just couldn't believe that this guy, where vanity did, it's not like he's out trying to
Well,
fuck.
Hollywood has really made it seem like it's like, ooh, skinny's back. Let's all get skinny and frail.
Seemingly.
What I think is there's a lot of information on it now, a lot of research.
Yeah.
And even my doctor was like, well, you could do it for inflammation because you get really bad periods. Sorry to tell you that.
My ears. Can you imagine if I heard periods? Periods!
I'd be like, dump him.
Gross, ew.
Hey, new girl, dump him.
I am a person that when I get beef jerky,
Okay.
I get mad that the salt packet that comes in the beef jerky to keep it dry isn't more beef jerky.
You're like, there's room for more, and you add the salt packet.
Right. No, I'd be sitting there chewing on the salt packet being like, can you please be? Like, I just like had this, like, I couldn't.
You didn't have like a full queue, like when you were full.
No, I have none of that. Like, and I would live in fear of the moment I would break my eating. Like, I went on Jeff Lewis Live, which was fun. I liked that guy.
Yeah.
He was really nice to me. He did like a pre-interview or pre-radio hang.
Okay.
He tells you to get there at 8:30. They start at 9.
Okay.
So I get there at 8:30 and there's this baked goods on the table.
Oh, no.
If I had not any other time, I'd be like, don't touch it. It's 9 a.m., 8:30 a.m. You'll be done for the day. You'll see me naked in an alley with dominoes all over my body.
No.
Like, if I start now, it will not end the whole day. And then this woman turns around, she goes, do you want to try my bread pudding with Biscoff cookies and caramel? And I'm like, and it's Carney Wilson.
Oh.
And I'm like, Carney Wilson, this is crazy. And I'm like, it was like the most LA moment. And Carney Wilson's like, I love to feed people. I saw your stuff. You seem so funny. She was so sweet.
Yeah.
So nice. Do you want to try my Biscoff cookie baked, bread pudding? And I'm like, I love Delta. I love Biscoff cookies.
I also love Delta and Biscoff cookies.
Right. And I go, and I was like, yeah, I would love to try it. And I had one piece and I ate it.
And then you didn't go back for more.
And then I was done. And it wasn't this like monumental thing. And I had the thing that I had the happy moment. I didn't act like a crazy person.
Yeah.
I got to like talk with Carney Wilson in a way that didn't have me going, I can't. Any other time it would have been like, Carney, I'm sorry, I can't. It'll ruin me for the rest of the day. And she'll be like, you don't want it would have turned into like,
yeah.
But then there's a piece of me that's like, do I lose my funny? That's like, these are the things that would create a story in my life.
With alcohol?
Alcohol, not as much.
Okay.
Because I never was I'm not a fun drunk. I was never a mean drunk, but I was a drunk till I get quiet and order DoorDash and then go home and have two different, the DoorDash guy and the Seamless guy meet in the hallway and realize that they were going to the same apartment. That's the type of drunk I am.
That's like me if I smoke weed.
Okay. Yeah. Right. That's so I never thought it was like losing me funny. I think with alcohol, it is when you take away alcohol, you lose. It's tough to be social.
Yeah.
It's tough to like have a reason to go out, but that's why I probably wasn't losing weight because I just order a bunch of food and I'd be at a bar with like, who's that guy that ordered 7 orders of appetizers at the end? It's like, yeah, those used to be martinis.
Yeah. Well, you do when you walked in, I really will say, and I'm not saying it so you can not ever go back to drinking or that you need to stay skinny or whatever. You just have like a lighter energy.
I feel good. I feel happy. I mean, like this is like a really good part of my life that I don't want to lose.
Yeah.
Okay, something that I always realize is that we don't notice how worn out our bedding is because it happens just so gradually, I guess. Maybe your fitted sheet won't stay on the corners anymore. Gosh, that's annoying. Your pillows are kind of flat, or your comforter just doesn't feel as cozy as it used to. Well, a lot of people think they need a new mattress, but honestly, replacing your bedding can make the biggest difference. Now, I've used Boll & Branch for years, and it's still the first thing I recommend when somebody tells me they want their bed to feel better. Their signature sheets just unbelievably soft, and they're made from organic cotton, and then they somehow get even softer over time. And I also love layering a blanket at the end of the bed just because, I don't know, it makes the whole room just feel finished and cozy. So there's nothing better than getting home after a long day, taking off your makeup, putting on comfy clothes and climbing into a bed that feels like a luxury hotel. Exactly what Boll & Branch feels like to me. So sleep cooler this summer with Boll & Branch during their annual summer event. For a limited time, get 20% off site-wide at bollandbranch.com/vine20 with code vine20. That's Boll & Branch, BOLLAND branch.com/vine20, code vine20 to take 20% off. bollandbranch.com/vine20, code vine20, exclusions apply. You know what's funny is I used to think glasses were just one of those things where you picked one pair and then you just have to commit to that bit for the next 2 to 3 years. But I honestly changed my mind and my outfit's way too much for that. And some days I just want a bigger frame. Some days I want something more classic, more chic. And if you see me wearing my black Game Time frames lately, those are from Zenni and they become one of my favorites. What I love about Zenni is that it takes all the pressure out of buying glasses. So whether you need prescription glasses, sunglasses, blue light lenses, just want a fun new frame, everything is online and the prices are honestly hard to believe. A lot of frames start at under $30. So instead of overthinking one pair that's supposed to work for every outfit, every occasion, every mood, you can actually have options. And because they have virtual try-on features, you can see exactly what the frames are going to look like on your face before you order them. Very easy. So I've gotten so many compliments on my Zenni glasses, and I love that I can switch things up without spending a fortune every time. And if your glasses are overdue for a refresh, now's the time. Go to zenni.com/podcast and use code podcast15 for 15% off your first order. The styles really do sell out, so do not sit on it. That's zenni.com/podcast, promo code podcast15.
I had a stand-up special that I was trying to sell that was really important to me, and then it got sold. So it's going to be on Netflix in the fall.
Great.
That's great. It's called The Family Plan. It's a 1-hour story about going to the beach with my parents. You saw that show.
Okay, I was going to say, is it the same? It's hilarious.
You saw it. Thank you.
Okay, that's the one. It's so good.
So it was depressing me that I couldn't find a place for it. And I'm like, what am I doing all this for?
Yeah.
Like, I do this. I go on podcasts. I go and I say things about my life. I make the videos so that I can do stand-up.
Yeah.
And now I have this piece that I'm really proud of and no one wants it. So that was kind of weighing me down. And I was going on dates with people that were very nice and I wasn't feeling the feeling
feels.
that I knew that I could feel. I do believe in romanticism and those things and being carried away. And then the book, I had to write about it. The book was
the whole book about red flags.
It's about red flags. So I hired a ghostwriter. Of
course.
I wrote the first. They go, you do the outline. So the first thing you do is this huge outline.
Yeah.
And then they're like, okay, write page 1. And I remember I was like in Denver and I'm like, okay, I'm at my computer writing it. I'm hating myself. I'm writing it. I'm an idiot. What's this? This is so stupid. It's not funny. Stand-ups, we want instant feedback.
Totally.
And this is the least instant feedback. This is 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And I sent in the first page. I go, okay, I'm done. That was horrible. 20 minutes later, they're like, we need a ghostwriter.
Side note, we will need a ghostwriter.
Right. So now I didn't talk to the editor for a month. I was so angry. I was like, because in the beginning, I was like, well, where's the ghostwriter?
Right.
I'm like, we need one. I've never read a book.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, you don't need one. You can do it. And then I didn't talk to them because I was like, these people, I'm taking a minute.
Yeah.
And they're like, okay, a month later, like, Jared, hey, yeah, you there?
Yeah.
We need to hire a ghostwriter. And I was like, I want them to be a woman comedian, female comedian, because I've always put my dating stuff through women.
Yeah.
Because I do want the feedback. I do want to have the debate. I do want to tell you how I feel.
Female followers too.
It's not that wasn't I didn't get a comedy for that, but it just kind of worked out that way.
It's great.
Yeah, the Barstool, they're like, who the hell is this loser? So,
and why is he not Timothy Chalamet jumping up and down like a 12-year-old girl
right
over Backstreet Boys?
Why is he dressing like he's me in high school trying to look like the cool kids?
Because
Timothy Chalamet's outfits every week is a new 90s outfit I would have been embarrassed about. Like,
that's so funny. But I feel like the women are also the girls, the Gen Z girls are also dressing like I dressed in the 90s.
That's true.
It's all coming back full circle.
Yeah, I find myself relating to that group less and less every day, and
I know
it's hard for me. Because even his body type, I'm like, he's the sexual icon.
I can't look at him like that because he looks like a little boy to me.
Yeah, he does look young to me.
He looks so young, especially when he's like jumping up and down. We'll get there because we're going to talk about the ick.
Okay.
And I have a new thing.
Please, I love it.
We'll get there. But anyways, yes. So you got the ghostwriter.
So get the ghostwriter, Taylor K. Phillips, who writes for John Oliver.
Oh, great.
again, like couldn't be the more like hilarious comic who is like, it's like right brain, left brain.
Yes.
Like she's like getting it done on their shit. Great jokes, so funny. And I told her, I was like, email me questions every night. And then in the morning, I'll get back to you.
Yeah.
So every morning I'd be on my phone writing back to Taylor.
Yeah.
Stories from dating. And I didn't remember the stories until she was like, did you ever get brought home or get brought to a wedding? Did you ever, when you downloaded the apps, did you ever have a time that someone was like annoyed you or like all these little kind of openers, prompts that would get me to like, oh, there was this one time. And then I would call friends. I'd be like, remember that story I told you? And so now I'm having to review my life.
Yeah.
And I'm like in a coffee shop crying while writing these like reviews. And like, again, like to bring it back to my now girlfriend, like, you know, I have a story in there about bringing her to Chicago and how much, and I just really didn't do the trip right. Like I felt so much regret from it. And, you know, if you've dated someone, you want to go back to them, just have them write a book because they'll get to review their life. True. But it was really hard. So to go back to like why I was like, so I'm like doing this book where I'm having to review every dating thing I've ever done and whether I want to be in this place of life. You know, when I was turned 40, I was on a flight to New Zealand alone.
Yeah.
To go do shows, but like, this is the life you built, Jared. This is it.
Right.
You know?
But did you ever get like, I think I could be single forever. This is fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think there's anything wrong with single.
No.
I do think you have to start filling your life up with things. You have to really work at like filling your life with things that you want.
Yeah.
You know, you have to do a certain amount of work.
Yes.
To be single because you don't have anyone to answer to.
Right.
And
then when you get into a relationship, are you having trouble with that? Because having to answer to somebody after being single, how long were you single? I mean, dating, of course, but like.
I was single. I lived with someone in 2020 till 2021. So 2021 is really when I was like.
So then you get in like your habits and your routines and you have the structure in your life that makes you feel good. How hard is it to mesh with somebody else? Or is it fine because you guys are doing long dates?
We're doing long distance right now. She's going to move to Florida. So like that's already happening.
Oh, you're
serious. Oh yeah, this is happening.
Has she read the book?
Yeah, that was the first thing I said. I was like, you got to read the book because you're in it.
Yeah.
And she loves it.
Oh,
like,
that's amazing.
She like, you know, no, I feel very lucky. And it's, you know, the book, you know, her coming into my life, you know, it is hard because you have to, you know, what happened with that meeting? You know, what happened with Kaitlyn Bristowe?
Yeah.
I could leave here, go, in my mind, I'd go, that went well. We had some laughs. I got personal. We promoted the book. Good.
Yeah.
Done.
Uh-huh.
And then I can go on my way.
Yeah.
Now, how'd it go with Kaitlyn? Now I have to like
elaborate,
present this to her. And now I have to hear, well, what about you didn't bring up? And now you go, I guess I didn't bring. I just said it to her better. You know, sometimes I'll say things to her better afterwards. So it's like it is. There's growth in that. There's accountability in that.
Yes.
But it's also owning that you're not as great as you think you are in your head. You know, I think like that's the problem with like men as they get older and single or people. Like you go, I'm the fucking best and I did that great. And, and you have a like.
I think that too. Like I'm the most chill, awesome girlfriend it could possibly be on this planet. Unless you fuck up something with my dogs. You feed them wrong, you look at them wrong. You know? But other than that, I'm like, go golf all day. I'll see you tomorrow. Go out with the guy. I don't care. I don't feel
But then you're in it and your guy says something like, yeah, the dog, I don't know what you're doing with that dog. Like, why'd you do that with the dog? And then you have to answer to it. And you're like, I'm enraged by this person.
Enraged. Yes. Relationships are hard, though.
It's hard. It's hard. I think that's been the hardest thing because her and I, like, also I'm 41
Yeah.
and I've had a dating podcast.
Yeah.
I've talked about dating every day
Right.
for 20 something, almost 20 years. So
You
it's
think
like,
you're awesome.
it's not that I think I'm awesome. I just know where I know how I want to do it in this phase of life.
Totally.
You know, at
That
41.
was a joke, by the way. I know you don't.
What's
think you're
that?
Awesome. I wasn't like, so you think you're awesome. I wasn't being serious.
No, I just feel like I'm more like a guy who's off his first divorce than I am newly in a relationship. Like,
That's the dream.
that's kind of how I feel.
Yeah.
Because like even like she's moving in, I'm like, money, what are we gonna do?
Yeah.
I said that, you know.
Yeah, you just get it out
there. What are we gonna do?
Yeah.
How are we gonna do the rent? How much do you pay for your rent? Here's how much I'm paying here.
Yeah.
I just bought this place. How
Yeah.
do you feel? I want you to feel like it's your place. Like I want you to feel like you own this place with me.
Yeah.
And those are things at 20 I couldn't do. I wouldn't have the mechanics. And that's why when someone's talking, you know, you got together with your high school boyfriend and now you guys are married forever. It's just different than what I'm in.
Yeah.
You know, like and the way a guy in his 20s fucks up, I have a lot of empathy for, and I'm here to speak for that guy because I've been that guy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I'm above that guy. Like I think right now there's a lot of hot take artists where, and especially on the internet, you can
Yes.
crush men.
Yes.
You can go on there and be like, these men don't know how to talk to women these days. And it's like, well, f off.
Yeah.
Go talk to a
Ever
woman.
heard of that?
Go talk to a woman you want to see how good you do. Guy who's married already 10 years.
It is crazy how everybody's experts online, though, at whatever they decide to talk about.
And just mean.
Yeah,
like
and
no
mean.
empathy because you have to come out with this like hot take opinion. Men don't know how to talk to women these days. That's really easy to say on the internet. Where
and you're
men are
saying-
just hammered on the internet every day.
know.
And it's like, you have taken no chances.
Yeah. They think, ooh, this is what women want to hear.
Of course, it
Yeah.
is what a lot of women want to hear. It's a lot of single women want to hear.
I
yeah,
probably
because guys
retweet
are
all the
coming up
time.
to them in bars.
Yeah. Okay, well, let's talk about that.
Okay.
Do you think that's where I remember you said somewhere, I have it written down. Oh, you talk about meeting people in bars is actually still a thing and a good thing.
It's better than an app. You've done better. You
agree.
are literally a human being who left the house. I'm not saying that people aren't talking to people less in bars. I'm just saying it's hard to do.
I agree.
And it's hard when you have a crutch. You know,
Such a crutch. And Chat GPT, copy, paste. What's a funny answer to come back with this? What's something we can...
I probably said this to you last time, but we're living in a reality created by low confidence nerds.
Yeah.
So the dating apps were created by men
Yes.
who don't want to talk to women, nerds.
Yeah.
And I say nerds in the
like,
I'm a guy who doesn't want to talk to women and can't talk to women.
yeah.
It wasn't made for the guy who goes to a bar with his friends and can talk to women
Yes.
and has the ability, but
point.
that guy still uses the apps.
Do you
So
think-
it's a crutch.
So you think the good guys are going to the bar to meet women because they have the ability to strike up conversation, to actually like meet someone face to face?
I don't know about that. I would say if I was to like give an advice as to like if you're like, where are all the men?
Yeah.
Men are doing activities.
Yeah.
Men love activities. Where are they? You know, it's top golf, it's
Yeah.
axe throwing, it's bowling, it's shoulder to shoulder activities. If you are like a woman with your two friends who wants to go find men, go to
Home
a
Depot.
place. Not Home
I'm
Depot.
joking.
Don't. That's like what a mom would say. Home Depot. That's where they're hanging out. They're
That's where the
looking at
real men are.
2x4s.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, I just think men love activities. The Knicks are in the finals right now.
Go to a Knicks game.
Go to a bar where they're watching the Knicks game.
Yeah, right.
Go.
They're gonna be on the Knicks.
Hey, who you got? What
Commercial break.
Commercial break. Oh my God. How long have you been a Knicks fan? Do you love them or are you just here because it's a party? Those are all great questions. Love your shoes. I always say love your shoes.
Oh, yeah?
Your shoes are awesome.
Thanks.
They are awesome. I like them. It's like,
pretty
but
sweet.
your shoes are awesome.
Yeah.
It's such a great opener. It's positive. It's friendly. It's not sexual. It's not about a shirt that's over,
True.
you know, it's not boobs and ass. It's,
Yeah.
it's shoes. And
See, I'm so inappropriate. I don't know how to flirt anymore. It doesn't matter, but I would literally probably say to a guy like, can I see your ass? I need to see if I can rest a drink on it because if it's not big enough, I'm out and I need to know immediately.
I mean, and most men will go, hey, let me bend over so you can put this on my ass.
But if a man did that to me, are you?
Right. You
Kidding.
kidding me? Get him out. You turn it to.
You
shoot
get
with him.
out of here.
No, and so this whole idea, like, where do you meet a guy? I would also say, and this is a big part of the book.
Okay.
And this is my summer dating challenge.
Okay.
My last summer dating challenge got stolen
Oh.
by that kooky old woman.
Which one?
You know who she is? She's on social media. She's like, go to the sit alone September.
No.
That was my thing. That her
Stop.
intern listened to you up and stole it and then admitted to it.
Oh, really?
She was like, oh, I used to listen back in the day.
Oh,
Yeah, sure.
sure. Crazy old kook.
So that my new one, and a big part of the book is like, you got to hang out with your friends who are married.
Ah.
You go hang out with your friends that are married.
Yeah.
And hang out with their spouses.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Hang out with both of them. And it's a big thing in the book. And I know women avoid this because, and it's something to get over.
What?
The idea of bringing anyone into your dating life, because then you have to answer to it. Just like we were talking about, how'd it go with Rick?
Right.
A lot of women don't want to answer that because it's now becomes this like, this test they didn't pass.
Right.
And I don't feel that as much. I don't think societally I'm put through that
Yeah.
type of questionnaire on a daily basis. So I do understand that like letting your family fix you up and having a friend get involved in any way can feel like, but it can feel horrific and like a total thing you want to avoid. But I would say that people are tired of the dating apps because they're tired of just wasting their time.
It's such a waste of time.
It's such a waste. Do you want dates or do you want quality dates?
Yeah.
The quality dates are going to come with someone who has someone to answer to, especially men.
Yeah.
You want to date on Main Street, not in the alley. Dating apps are for alley dates because
They're alligators.
no one knows about them.
Do you think it's the worst place to meet somebody is on an app?
No,
Okay.
I don't think anything is good or bad.
Oh,
Just is.
Okay.
It's a tool. It's a hammer. Is a hammer bad?
got it.
Could
be.
Hammer's bad if someone swings it like a crazy person.
That's fair.
So there's a lot of people on dating apps swinging them like a crazy person. So there's a lot of people acting badly on dating apps. How do we protect ourselves?
Right.
You got to, I think, the podcast, the book has always been about being a better buyer.
yeah.
So why do I say go to your friends? Well, so my summer challenge is it's the summer of strut.
Okay.
Go on a strut with 12 different friends this summer
Just like a hot girl strut.
with a friend.
Okay.
Plan it with a friend and invite the spouse.
Okay.
So write on a list 12 friends.
Okay.
If they're single, just go with that person. Maybe you bring another single person along.
Mm-hmm.
If they're married, make sure the husband comes.
Okay.
The husband's not going to set you up. I'm just letting you know. No husband wants to set you up. No husband has a friend to set you up with. That's why when people are like, all my friends are married, all my friends have kids, they're right in the excuse, but they're negative and they're not to be set up.
Yeah.
They're actually doing it wrong.
Yeah.
If you say the words, my friends are all married, my friends all have kids, that's why I'm single, you are the problem.
Okay.
Just, you have to look in the mirror.
Yeah.
If your friends are all married, that has just doubled the amount of people you might be able to meet. Glass half full, glass half empty.
Sure.
Now you go, well, my friends' husbands never have a single friend. You don't know that, first of all. Second of all, that's not what you're going to get from your friend's husband. You're not cool enough to set up by your friend's husband. Okay? You got to start marketing yourself to be a better setup.
Uh-huh.
No one wants to set up the person that goes, my friend's husband doesn't set me up. Yeah, I don't want to work for you. I got my own life.
And that's a big responsibility.
Totally.
Yeah.
So here's what you want out of your friend's husband. At a minimum, this is the best you'll get from friend's husband. Yeah, she's cool.
Yeah, I know. I totally.
Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
Every guy who's ever met their friend's friend who's single, all you want out of him, oh, she's cool. Because now your friend is going to go, what about your friend Rick? And he's going to go, oh, Rick's, yeah, I think he's single. And then your friend's going and then Rick is going to go, what's she like? And he's going, yeah, she's cool.
Yeah. Yes.
And that is like the biggest recommendation a guy could ever
yeah.
give. Yeah, she's chill.
She's chill.
Yeah, she's fun. She's actually fun.
And cute.
That's beyond.
Okay.
The cute part is way too much. Women kind of lean on the cute part way
Oh,
too
I
much,
lean
in my
on it.
opinion.
Okay.
To me, it's like, everyone has different types. I can't tell. I've been given a picture of a person's friend many times. I've been like, it's not my type. I'm not going to be like, it's not going to be my game.
Yeah, that's true.
So pretty, they won't go on the date if you're not attracted to them.
Yeah, right.
But the recommendation, she's cool.
Yeah.
Is like huge.
That is huge. If one of my, like a friend's husband said, oh yeah, she's chill.
Right. Game over. Like, right. You would love it. And
love it.
It's like Coca-Cola. Like,
go on.
Coca-Cola has ads on TV.
Yeah.
We all know Coca-Cola.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why do they have ads? Because they want Coca-Cola to be the first thing you think of when you're thirsty.
Uh-huh.
So we want your single friend to be the first thing you think of when you think of single woman that's cool.
That's true. I saw something on, those trends where they're like, I'm bored. Tell me what you would call your ex as like a brand. Somebody was like Pepsi because Coke was a problem. I thought that was so funny. So good.
This episode of Off the Vine is brought to you by Alloy Health. Now, one thing that I have become a lot more aware of in my 40s is just how much hormones can affect everything. Sleep, energy, mood, brain fog. You start noticing changes and sometimes you're not even sure what's causing them. And as I've learned more about perimenopause, I've realized so many women are experiencing symptoms and either don't know where to turn or just assume it's something that they have to live with. This is why I love Alloy, okay? Alloy is a digital health platform that connects you with a menopause specialized doctor who's going to help you create a personalized treatment plan based on your symptoms and needs. Now, everything is done online from the comfort of home, and if approved, your prescriptions are delivered right to your door. I also love the fact that you have unlimited messaging access to your doctor, because sometimes you just want answers from someone who actually specializes and cares in this stage of life. So join the 95% of women who tried Alloy and saw relief in the first 2 weeks. Head to myalloy.com, use the code VINE, and tell them all about your symptoms, and you're going to get a fully customized treatment doctor. Plus, you're going to get $20 off your first order today. Head to myalloy.com and use code VINE to get $20 off your first order.
What do you think is something women think is a red flag that you actually don't think is?
From a man?
Yes.
What I don't think is being single. Not ever having been in a relationship.
Yeah.
I don't think that's I think that gets played up too much. I think people are embarrassed of it too much.
I agree.
Never having been married, and I'm saying that as someone, I'm trying to defend myself.
I think that's like attractive to me. If somebody, first of all, I like both. If you're a divorcee, I think that's so hot.
Right.
And if you have just waited and you haven't found the right person and you're 40 and you're like, oh, I'm ready.
Everything all that matters is the story.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you can, hey, I've never been married, hey, I'm 40 and I live with my parents. People will go, oh, well, stay away.
Yeah.
But if I was like, yeah, I'm 40, I was dating someone for a long time, and then, my parents had this extra room in the house and I could save a bunch of money because I'm really looking to, buy a home soon. And
yeah.
My career is doing really well. It's actually, I've just gotten a promotion. I'm a lawyer, and I just love my parents. And this is kind of this like weird way to live where I can live in the next room and we don't bother each other, and it's really more of a friendship now. Well, look at how I'm talking about it right now.
Yeah.
You would make that exception to go on one date with them to see what it's like.
Absolutely.
Of course, you don't want them living. If they're like, well, I'm going to live here forever and whoever I date is going to move in with me.
I don't have a job.
Right.
Totally. I agree. Okay. What's something women excuse that you're like, no, this is a problem?
I think women tend to excuse. I'm trying to think of what I've gotten away with. That is an actual problem. I think they tend to excuse being told that it's just social media. It's just social media. I think that's like I think when someone says it's just social media, you live your life on social media, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
There's real life versus social media. That's them making something that is a real thing into
like if a guy likes an Instagram models?
liking Instagram, you're making too much of social media. I think a lot of times women will hold that against themselves because what they're doing is they're trying to say that they're morally better than you. They're saying it's anything with social media lacks morality.
Oh, yeah.
And is small and simple and stupid. But that's really not true. Everything matters, everything doesn't. We live in a world where social media is a part of the conversation.
Yeah.
We live in a world where it's a part of your dating life. Now, if you're dating someone who never had social media and then you're saying, I want to take a picture with you, and they're like, I don't like to be on social media, that's why I don't have an account. There's a reason for that. But if they say, social media is stupid, you care what all your friends think, I think you're being demeaning.
Yeah, I agree.
To something that people do care about.
Yeah.
And I don't think that's like something small. I think that type of jujitsu is a bad person to date. Like, if their first move is to take something that matters to you and turn it into morally bankrupt, that's a bad person to date.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Okay.
I got to talk about the ick.
Yes. I give all my icks in the book. There's a whole thing of icks and just joke. It's all jokes.
I got one the other day.
Yeah.
I was with a guy and he was blowing on his muffin because it was too hot. And I was like,
Totally warranted. Blowing on a muffin. I go in the bathroom like a man. I blow on the muffin in the bathroom.
but it's also an ick if they eat something too hot and they're going,
How about blowing on something while it's in your mouth? When you have that piece of pizza, you have the pizza too soon. Yeah, no, that's a problem. I would never be, if I ever did that in front of a woman, I'd have to disappear for the rest of the week.
John C. Reilly, I think he did.
Did he do that?
He did something where he was a character and he had glasses and he took a bite of pizza that was too hot and he's like, and I was just like,
I don't know the character. I know I'm like looking at him. He had the big poofy hair and the glasses. I know, like the bifocals.
Oh my God, that guy's so funny.
He's great.
That's what, but yes, but
Yeah.
so the other day I got the reverse ick and I'm really proud of it.
So you got more attracted to the guy.
No, I just reversed the ick.
You got the ick and then you
And then I had some
shedded it.
Yeah, and then I said, Kaitlyn, that's a you problem.
Mm-hmm.
They're really happy. And then I changed it. And I was like, actually, I'm not icked out. That was really cute.
What was it?
Timothy, who I thought the last name was Shamlay. It's Chalamet?
Chalamet.
I can't say his name ever. Yeah. And Kylie, they were at the Knicks game and he was like such a fanboy. And they started jumping up and down together after he got to talk to one of his like idols growing up.
I saw this.
And they were jumping up and down and I was like, oh. And then I was like, wait, they're really happy and she's being so supportive and he was being so cute. He's just like a little kid. So I got the reverse ick. I was really proud of that. I thought that was growth for me.
It is tough to be a man and be just so vulnerably happy.
I know.
There's nothing.
Because it's all we want and then you do it and I'm like, ew, I can flail your arms like that.
Yeah, until they're yours. Until they're your guy. And you're like, look at how much happiness he gains from this.
But do you think the ick is intuition or is it just immaturity?
The ick to me is a breaking point. I think women more than men are pushed onto dates that they don't want to go on.
Yeah.
And then they give him a few chances and they go, well, he's got this going for him and that going for him and he checks that box and this box. Fine, I'll go on the date. And you're having just enough fun.
Yeah.
While you're sitting there wondering, would I f*** him?
Yeah.
And then he takes one bite of a pizza. And you're like, this guy, this is who I'm out with? This is who I'm trying to...
That's so funny to me.
That's the ick. Because one man, again, you know, not all icks. To me, the only way the subject is fun, and this is if there's retribution, if there's redeemability.
Yeah. So my problem is I've been in two different situations where I got the ick like 2 years into a relationship and I was like, oh no. And then I've been in another one where it's like, I immediately get the ick and it's a no for me.
That's, I mean, thank goodness.
Right.
Get it right away. Get it early.
Get it early.
Fail early.
I would prefer that.
2 years in, to me, if you're getting the ick 2 years in where it's actually affecting you and you don't want to be with your partner,
Yeah.
that's a turnoff.
Yeah.
Like that's
But
you.
should that just be acceptable? Because of course people are going to turn you off in a relationship 2 years in. No? Or are they? Is that me? I don't know.
I would hope. I would. Listen. There are things that my partner could do to turn me off.
Yeah,
but you go, I love them, and I'll look past it.
You think the ick is similar to a turnoff?
I think a turnoff, an ick could be marryable.
Okay.
I think a turnoff is like, to me, an ick is like.
When should you push past an ick, I guess?
I can't tell someone to push past an ick. I think I think it's okay to say, I got the ick and I'm out.
Yeah.
I think a turnoff, like when someone says like my ick is dirt under the fingernails, I'm like, that's a turnoff. No one wants to be with someone who has dirt under their fingernails.
Yeah.
Like, when they're mean to wait staff. That's a turnoff.
Yeah, that's a turnoff.
No one wants to be with the person. No one goes, oh, that's just what he does. He's mean to the wait staff. No, they would be embarrassed of that.
Right.
An ick, to make it fun, an ick has to be something you go, that's what he wears sandals with jeans. It's kind of not that hot, but some women like it. One woman's ick is another woman's husband. That's it.
Okay, last question I have for you is, what is the reveal versus DTR?
Ooh. So the reveal is a big part of the book.
Okay.
So you know how like the define the relationship talk?
Yeah.
I'm going to have the talk.
Okay.
The talk is the dumbest thing anyone could ever do.
Oh, like the talk, like, what are we?
What are we?
Yeah.
The what are we talk.
Yeah.
The what are we talk, anytime someone's come to me with the what are we talk, I've been able to wiggle my way out of it.
Yeah.
I can wiggle out of a what are we talk easily, which means any man can.
Yeah.
That's why it doesn't really get you where you want to go.
Yeah.
The what are we talk, what you want is to not have the what are we talk.
Totally.
You want to go, hey, I've been thinking, and the guy go, we're together.
Yeah.
I love you more than anyone on earth.
Yes.
Let's move to the next phase. Let's put it up on Instagram.
Yeah.
That's the dream.
Yeah.
That generally doesn't happen. If it's on your mind, there's a problem.
Right.
Because you don't feel, if you want to have the what are we talk, you feel underwhelmed by their care for you.
Yes.
Just in general.
Okay.
I was trying to figure out what would work on me to give an answer to someone wanting to have the what are we talk. And I came up with the reveal.
Okay.
The reveal, and this is harder to do than it is for me to tell you to do.
Okay.
This is easier advice to give than it is to take.
Okay.
The reveal is, let's say you and I are dating, we're 3 months in.
Okay.
Kaitlyn, I am having such a great time dating you. I'm going to delete the apps so that I can concentrate on whatever this is going to be.
You're still on the 3 months in? You're just kidding. Okay, yeah.
Now I just shut up.
Okay. And now I say, oh, me
whatever
too.
you want. You either say, I've already deleted the apps. You say, cool. Good for you.
Good talk.
The whole key is saying I, and then shutting up.
Yes.
And then, because if I had someone come to me and say, I'm off the apps, I'm concentrating on what we're doing here.
You know me.
Now I'm
feel the same way.
Well, I would feel awkward. I'd feel like, oh God,
It's the talk.
That I would have to tell you something.
So is that the reveal?
You've just done the reveal. If someone said that to me, they've revealed where they are. They're not asking for anything. They're not asking for me to give an answer. They're not. And then I would either have to get myself to the same page as them.
Yeah.
Or knowingly live below where they are at.
Okay.
And at that point, I would have to end it. Or
that makes
catch
sense.
up to you.
Yeah.
And it's like, so the big thing is it doesn't happen right away. You're not going to get an answer. But you will either be dumped or in a relationship within that week.
Yeah.
And you'll get the answer that you want from the what are we talk.
You always make a lot of sense when you talk about relationships. I hope you know that.
Thank you. I try my best.
You really do. And
because I'm not trying to like make someone feel bad. I'm not trying to say like there's a good way or a bad way. I'm just saying this way works.
Yeah. And you know from experience, and now you're happy, and now you've got a book out. So tell everybody where they can find you.
I was always I'm happy to be here. You have been the best. Thank you so much for having me. I always love hanging with you.
So
Walking Red Flag. That's the book. You can pre-order it.
Amazing.
I don't know when this comes out. Pre-order it. That's very helpful. You don't know this as a non-author.
I actually do know this because people in my life have written a book before, and I know how important this is.
The pre-order's huge. You can get an audiobook. I did the audiobook.
Oh, yeah, I love your voice.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So if you like this beautiful voice of mine.
And your delivery is so funny.
Thank you. Yeah, I was told, I just texted with the audiobook director. I didn't even know there was a director. She was like, she was so helpful. She was so great, Erica. She was like, you're funny doing it.
Yeah.
I was like, I didn't think of it that way. So
I wouldn't listen to it if it wasn't you doing it.
no, it's me.
Okay, great.
It's me. I got the first, you can listen to the first 7 minutes or something.
Yeah.
Or the first 16 minutes on
a little taste.
a little try.
Yeah.
So you can order the audiobook, the Kindle, or the hardcover, Amazon, anywhere you get books. I'm doing a book tour.
Yay.
I'm going to be in Boston, New York,
Where can we find the
Denver,
dates and the places?
jaredfreid.com, jaredfreid.com.
Okay, great.
Philly, DC, and then my stand-up is different. But the book tour is going to be interactive. You can ask all your dating questions. You can email in with screenshots of anything you're dealing with dating, and I'll go over it, and I'll be as helpful as I can be.
This is so fun. You are so aligned in your life right now, and I'm really feeling
Thank
it.
you.
I
You
love
can
that.
feel the zen?
I feel the zen. I feel the alignment, and I'm really happy for you. And thank you so much for coming today.
Always a blast. Thank you.